Hello, little wild things, little bright, shining wild things. This is what I'm talking about today. Is even though I say things are wild, the heart is tame. I may cry as I say this. First, before I get in, I'm outside in nature. Oh, there's a little something flying around me. You're part stardust because Earth is made from many, many planets and things that have fallen to Earth. And you're made from the Earth. So the sky, Father Sky, and Mother Earth. So I'm going to show you they call them Tommy toes. They're smaller than cherry tomatoes. And I just harvested day before yesterday, but I've got a few red ones coming in, so I'm going to show you. You can see the green ones and the red ones. There's some more red ones down there. They're perfect for salads because I don't have to cut them up. Okay, so wild things. As you know, I've grown up on a farm and would tame the wild cats. They're called ferals. And we had 2 barns, and so the cats would reproduce and have kittens. So we had lots of wild cats. And what I would do, and this is the lesson our animals teach us. If you have a pet, bird, rabbit, dog, lizard, snake, whatever, if you've got a pet, then they're here to teach you something. And you are their friend to teach them something. So what I would do is, we had this porch, it was called a smokehouse. That's another story. And some of the planks were out. So I would straddle the planks. And when I'd see the cat walk under this little porch, I'd grab them. I'd reach down and grab that cat. And it would bite and scratch and scream, and it didn't want to be tamed at that point. So I would learn, okay, let's be patient. So I would put food out and let them smell me and know I was there. And gradually, I could get them into my house and hold them. So one of my cats, and this is just to express with 2 of my pets, and they've both been cats, these 2, of what they taught me and what I taught them. The first, it took about 8 months. He was a feral, and it took about 8 months before I brought him in my house. And during that 8 months, it was a lot of things on my back porch, and then I brought him into my screen-in porch. I didn't touch him. I let him choose when he would get in my lap. But anyway, it took that long, 8 months, before I introduced him to the one I'm going to tell you about, Ciati. But what Fred, his name is Fred Astaire. Most of you are familiar with Fred Astaire, but he was this fantastic dancer. And he was very thin. And so that's why I named Fred Astaire, because I said he came skinny because he had been in the wild, singing and dancing, because he was a meower, and he loved to do biscuits on me. So he came skinny, singing and dancing at my door. And so what Fred taught me was to allow them time to trust. Just like people. Any of people in your life, you learn to trust them if they stick to their word. And if you feel safe, you learn that they earn your trust. And so Fred knew he could trust me. And the rest of his life, he lived 22 years. My lap was his favorite place. He loved to be near me. Okay, so then here comes Ciati. In fact, she was here first. So Ciati had 3 kittens, and she had them in my bathroom closet. I had set up 3 birthing areas for her. And so when I'd gone in there that morning to put on my makeup, she came in there, and that's where she had her kittens. Well, I have 3 nieces, and I told them, don't touch the kittens, because Ciati has that maternal instinct, and she didn't want anybody touching her kittens but me, until she could trust my 3 nieces. Did they follow instructions? No. So what did Ciati do? She moved her kittens upstairs. Well, you know, I'm in a wheelchair, so I couldn't walk upstairs. And what I would tell her, I'd say, Ciati, you're going to have to bring a baby down for me to love, because I can't come upstairs. So I always knew when she was coming downstairs, because when Mama Cat leaves the lair, her little nest, then the little kitties, meow, 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 you know, they're meowing, where's Mama going, where's Mama going? And she would come down to eat, to go to the litter box, and to spend time with me. But this one day, I was at the kitchen at the sink, and I heard her leave her nest, and little kitties, meow, 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 meow. But then one kept getting meow, 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 in the room. And I thought, what? So I turned around, and there sat Ciati with a kitty dangling in her mouth. She sat it down, and I knew she had brought it down because I had asked her to. So I went over and petted little kitty, respecting Mama, you know, knowing she's trusting me and allowing, but I had tamed lots of wild animals. So I knew how Mamas, if someone touched somebody in the litter too early, they would move them. So I went to my bedroom, and with my back to her so she could take it back upstairs. But what did she do? She came and jumped in my lap with little kitty. She wanted me, her desire was to share her baby and some time with me. So little baby nursed, and she sat in my lap for probably 15, 20 minutes, sharing time. And so what she taught me is they hear our thoughts and our words. They understand. They understand our heart song. Have you ever been sad and your pet just came up and laid on you? They know, and they're there to comfort. So this was my lesson today, is our animals and all of nature. I'm out here now. Even when I pick my tomato tomatoes, before I pick it, I say thank you for your wonderful juice and nutrition, that you've come here to be with me on my journey. So I always thank and bless my food, as well as trees. Can you hear the katydid and the katydudes? I call the boys the dudes. Katydids, the girls, and katydudes, the boys. Well, until next time, allow others in your life to trust you, and you earn their trust by always being honest, sincere, and kind. I love you, bright, wild things who shine on this earth. Until next time, bye-bye.